Hello folks and welcome to this week's Music Alerts. And well, we haven't really had too much vinyl over the past couple of weeks. I don't know if you've noticed. Anyway, this week, let's correct that. Let's do a vinyl special. First up, and originally released in 1974, reissued by UK audiophile outfit Demon, is Chairmen of the Board and The Skin I'm In, the soul R&B outfit's final album that moved away from their usual Motown-esque presentation that they were generally known for towards this rather funky soul LP, a little bit more harder core, a little bit P-funk-ish. Plus, there's some rather nice hidden ballads in there. This is a 50th anniversary release, and very good it is too. Next, we have a bit of a double bill. Again, still from Demon and the UK band Geordie, a hard rock outfit from Newcastle from the early 70s. Known principally these days because AC/DC's own Brian Johnson was Geordie's abrasive lead vocalist. The band, well, they did okay too, claiming a couple of top 20 hits. I think one of those was a top 10, actually. Now, I have two albums here. The first one, Hope You Like It, the debut from 1973, where the band had a bit of a Slade stomp sound. Plus, Don't Be Fooled by the Name from 1974. In the second album, the band tried to be a little bit more mature, sound rather grown up, a bit blues rocky in manner. Some fans thought the second album was a bit overproduced, possibly. However, there's still plenty to like here for those fans. Speaking of 1974, and that's a hell of a segue, hey, next comes a new album from Minny Pops on the Psycho Fun Records, called Stockholm 1974, a study of Stockholm Syndrome. In fact, this is a new LP from the Dutch post-punk outfit who's been around since the late 70s. They were once on the Factory label, and they once opened for Joy Division. This six-tracker offers sparse, brutalist rhythms, harsh, bright guitars, angular drums, and a real blast from the past for those who like their late-period punk. Gritty. Next, well, I mentioned a CD release last time that focused, I think it was from Ace Records, and it focused on the rather good singer-songwriter Paul Williams. Well, would you believe it? I have two vinyl LPs focusing on that very man, this time from UMG, under license from East Central One. First up is a reissue of a 1971 album, Just an Old-Fashioned Love Song, and that sees the maturation of Williams as a performer. He was already an excellent songwriter, but here, well, he grows as a performer, I would say. Obviously, you've got the hit single title track. In addition, on here is the song We've Only Just Begun, plus other corkers like A Perfect Love and Gone Forever. This arrives with a very nice full-sized lyric booklet set within a die-cut gatefold sleeve. Well, I say gatefold. The gatefold itself is sealed shut. Hence, you've got that little bit at the front, this die-cut section for the booklet. It's very nicely designed. Also, check out another goodie from Paul Williams called The Best of Paul Williams, a compilation first released in 1974. It takes songs from his early 70s works and includes ditties like Rainy Days and Mondays, We've Only Just Begun, and I Won't Last a Day Without You. All classic stuff. Moving on now to Decca and the R&B scene on the Decca Original Series. This one is pressed on white vinyl, a double album featuring a host of British R&B favourites. They include, and this one's rather timely, John Mayall and the Blues Breakers, but also the likes of Rod Stewart, the Byrds, that's the UK Byrds, Alexis Corner's Blues Incorporated, the one and only Lulu, Graham Bond, plus, if you want to go further into the weeds, you've got the likes of the Plebs, the Red Caps, and Steve Aldo. Next up, appearing at Pizza Express Live in London, may I present a double album from singer producer, R&B, electro-pop kind of guy, Jack Garratt, featuring lyric-encrusted inlays. This is the label's 10th live album, incidentally, and this one features tracks from the man's debut album, Phase, plus the follow-up, Love, Death and Dancing, and some recent EPs. So, a wide breadth of creativity there. And we continue with the UK indie band, indie rockers, The Rifles, and they have a new album, Love Thy Neighbour, coming out, well, it's out now on Cooking Vinyl. Now, when I'm doing these newsy bits, I don't really fill them with quotes. It's something I tend not to do, quotes, but I will this time. It's from the frontman of the band itself, Joel Stoker, and he said that this album, and I quote, is saying that we're all in this big old mess together, and it would be good to get along a bit more and enjoy it. Talk to the people more, help each other out when you can, say good morning, and maybe take your head away from your phone for 5 minutes and appreciate the people standing next to you. Too right, Joel, I'm with you all the way on that one. It's that proactive positivity that positively infuses this album, mixing rosy nostalgia with a feeling that the future could easily be the same. I tell you, nostalgia, well, it's probably one of the biggest industries in the world right now, whether you're talking music or books or computer gaming or TV, whatever it is. And when people look back and they say, those were the days, it'll never be like that again. And to me, that's an extraordinarily negative thing to say, because my reaction is, really? Says who? You? Then change it then. You might surprise yourself. And while we're here, rock on, The Rifles. Next up is the Revolution Music Group, who have, by the looks of things, a couple of interesting partnerships going on. First up is the rather swish Rock Master series. This is a very nice Japanese production, and this arrives with a kind of obi strip, an outer plastic bag, a hype sticker on the front. It's even numbered to 1,000. I think mine's in the mid 400s. I'll put a picture on the screen. You can see for yourself. The album itself, I haven't talked about the music. I almost forgot about the music because it's a very lovely thing. This is the album 10, and I assume that's because it's the band's 10th album, and it's by Mr. Big, that hard and sometimes soft rock band formed in the late 80s. This is a new release, 11 brand new tracks from Eric Martin on vocals, Billy Sheehan on bass, Paul Gilbert on guitar, and Nick, and I can never pronounce his surname, so apologies to Mr. Nick Virilio, I hope it's Nick Virilio, on drums. Comes with an A2 poster and, as you can see here, coloured vinyl. Also via Revolution is a kind of hookup with Chesky and Sara K under the Chesky collection. This is a reissue of a 2003 compilation release. Call her a jazz vocalist or maybe even a blues vocalist. She has a smooth delivery, occupying slightly lower registers, but offers an inherently melodic delivery. It's against the law for anyone with a good quality hi-fi to not own a Sara K record, apparently. They're made for each other, and this is a good sample of what the lady can do. Finally, behold, Doll Riot and Grage. I actually thought it read Grace, but no, Grage it is. This is a girl band, full on, in your face, distorted, turned up to, well, oh, I don't know, 12, I think. And then it isn't. It's West Coast punk, low energy attitude. And then, well, it isn't. It's flailing arms and flailing hair and flailing lyrics spat all over your mid-bass drivers. And then we're off again on a dragster of punk, ripping up the tarmac with pointed lyrical barbs. And that is Doll Riot. Prove me wrong. And while you're trying to do that, I'm going to say farewell, because that is your loss. Thank you very much for staying to the end of this particular video. Please, down below, if you can click on the like and subscribe buttons if you haven't already done so, I will be chuffed to bits. It'll just help the old channel there, folks. Anyway, further down, before I'll be anything, further down, I was going to say, yes, my own links to my Patreon page, and you can find all kinds of music goodies over there, videos and text. My website, similar, and also, what else have I got? My Facebook group, which you're welcome to join. I'll be back this time next week with more goodies, folks. Hope to have your company. Until then, bye-bye for now.